that I was developing before I met Floss for my own brand. And I, like probably 3 months before I met Floss, and I had this idea about this light that moves from one space to another, that defines space, that you draw in 3 dimensions using its cable with a super fine chord that is actually like a string, and hence its name. And I prepared a book for this, and I said, this is my idea. And we made models, I photographed them in the different scenarios and the settings, and this is what sold me to Floss in a way, because it was my first meeting. Of course, he had known about my work. He had seen my mobile chandeliers, which I was developing at the time, in the Moss store in New York, and since they shared a space there, he always was very curious to meet this guy with the unpronounceable surname, the Greek guy with the long surname. So, and then finally we meet in Milan through Patricia Urquiola, and who turned around and said to Piero, if you don't work with this guy, you're stupid. And it was like he was absolutely petrified, and with that terminology, I mean, how do you what sort of introduction is this? But that's Patricia Urquiola, and I admire her very much for that. And it was interesting because we met in London a couple of months later, and in a very weird kind of scenario, because his flight was canceled. We were supposed to have lunch. Then I went to the train station to meet him, maybe for coffee, because he got so delayed with his flight. And then when